Hey guys, let's make some baits. Do a little quick and dirty. Got a 1.5-inch spade tail, 1.5-inch crappie dancer. We're gonna make some pink tails and chartreuse bodies. Alright, we're gonna let these relax for a second and then we'll come back and do the next part of it. Alright guys, I got some new under cabinet lighting and it's really great for making baits, but like that glare, it's pretty bad, so we're gonna go ahead and shut it off. I'm gonna keep an eye on the phone. We're gonna see, make sure you guys can still see what we're doing. Here's the 1.5-inch spade tail. It's a pretty cool looking bait. I like it. And what we're gonna do with it is take these scissors. We're gonna cut all the tails off. And one thing I was saying is I tried to film this before and kind of messed it up. I make baits because I love to make baits. So, if I'm going to sell them, I want it to be as easy for me as possible. So when I sell a bag of baits, that bag is probably, in more cases than not, the size of a chute. So like this, 2, 4, 6. There's a dozen in this. So I will sell these a dozen a bag. And because I like it to be easy on me, all that stuff's about $5 a bag. It might be 4, it might be 6, depending on the bait. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take this and cut these tails off. That's so it's easy on me because I do this because I love to. And people said no to selling baits. Told people no for months. And then finally was like, all right. And then had to go and make it a business because of Ohio's laws. Now it's been a year. It's a year this month. It was a year this month. I sold my first bait on April 1st, 2020. So we've been in it selling baits just over a year. Making baits for I think a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, to keep it easy on me, the pack sizes depend on how many cavities are in the mold. And I honestly like all my prices to be about $5. It makes it real easy on me, makes it easy on my accountant. I don't know if it makes it easier on the accountant, I give everything to him, spreadsheet. But it makes it easier on me. If I can be like, okay, yeah, it's $5. Oh, how much is this? Oh, that's $5. Oh, how much is this? Oh, that's $5. That makes it easier on me. The easier it is on me, the more time I can spend just making baits and not having to worry about all that stuff. So if you ever wonder why one bag that's got 10 is $5 and another bag that's got 12 is still $5, or even 20, it depends on the size. Like these are 10. There's 10, it's gonna be $5 a bag. The ice spikes have 20, it's $5 a bag, but they're longer, but they're skinnier. And I feel the amount of plastisol that's used is about the same for everyone. So it's like somebody's getting gypped. Like I said, it's a spread. It's $4 to $6. You get something like the little grab this tray just for random, like something like this. There's 20 of those per pack, and they're about $4. If I do double color, they're 5 or 6. Like this right here, still, it's only $4. A little chartreuse pepper. You know, $5. 10 pack of these, $5. 10 pack of these, $5. I think these come in a dozen, so 12 pack of these, $5. It's not Five Below, it's 5 on the nose. I don't know, I'm just still in time while this cooks. But yeah. Then it tends to be 50 cents more per bag if it's got a laminate. That also depends on, this is all like 3-4 inch and under. Like you saw with Slick Swim, I said it's 10 for $5. Those are $5 for 10, but the 4 inch comes in a 6-pack and it's $5 for 6. So while we wait on that, what I'm gonna do, I gotta turn the sign off for this one, guys. I'm gonna take this bag of tails, a box of tails, and I'm gonna take each mold, one side of each mold, and we're gonna put the tails in there. A mold, my eyesight's not that great, and I got fat sausage fingers, so we use tweezers to help us get her done in a reasonable amount of time, or I'll be out here all night. This is the kind of tedious part when people are like, why are your baits that much? I can go get them at Walmart for blah, 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 blah. The big stores are paying somebody like $7, $8 an hour to do this all day long. And they're making thousands of baits, so there's why they're cheaper. These, you're getting a legitimate hand-done custom bait. Put a lot, even in the little ones like this. I mean, it's our everything. We love making baits, so we don't half-ass anything. There's a lot. I got drawers full of baits that were just not good enough for the order, in my opinion. They'll go into boxes for freebies, or they'll get used by me, or they'll get left at the fishing spots because we leave bags of baits at different fishing spots. A lot of the places I fish are metro parks. Some of them you don't even need a fishing license, so there's a lot of inexperienced anglers and a lot of new anglers there. So we like to go around there and we'll leave bags of baits. Every now and again we'll leave little like spinning combos. If I come across a cheap Zebco, you know, I'll pick it up and I'll leave it at the lake somewhere, you know. Any pole is better than no pole. I remember being a kid and fishing with like just a chunk of string I got from my brother tied to a stick down in the minnow with hot dog skins catching creek chubs. And doesn't sound that whatever, but man, was it fun when you're 7, 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time. So like come across a little spinning combo that you know is free. It's got a little note on it that says, you know, enjoy fishing on us, Stillwater. And you don't feel like you're stealing somebody's gear. You know that it's free. So to get something like that could really change a young angler's, not say their life, it's definitely going to make their day better, right guys? Okay, so we got that one done. Let me give this a quick... Clean it off the sides. Don't want to degas it, so we're going to do minimal stirring. I just degassed it like 2 shots ago. And while I can see little bubbles, the amount that will actually pull off degassing is not that much. So we're going to put that back in for about 20 seconds. Looked like it needed about 20 seconds. Every now and again you might see me actually use the temperature gun. I think people should always use their temperature gun. I actually haven't been using it as much lately. I've been going just by the feel. Like you swirl the plastisol around in the cup and you get a feel for it. I'm not saying I'm like the freaking plastisol whisperer or nothing. I'm just saying when you shoot it enough, you get like a feeling for it. And then when you're trying to do like a laminate, or like right now where we're trying to get these tails to thermally bond to the bodies, you use a gun and make sure that your temperature is exactly where you need it to be. Especially if you're selling that bait, you want to make sure that it is actually good to go. So like when I first make my batch, and I want to make sure that I've hit at least 350 so that I've got it to the chemical reactions, I got it to turn into plastisol and its chemical reaction to take place. Then I just kind of feel it. And then if I'm doing a laminate or pouring like Maltese or something like that, then I absolutely use it to make sure I am hot enough to get good thermal bonding. Sometimes I just jabber. I'd be saying this stuff anyway, so maybe it seems more normal since I'm talking to the camera instead of myself. But I'm gonna make sure these are flat. If you're doing anything like that, you'll tell if it's not in there right when you go to put your other half on. It'll feel kind of floaty. If it's like a boot tail or something that's got some depth to it, what you can do is take a little bit of softener and or worm oil and just rub it on the top of that, and that will help your top piece sit just a little bit easier. These are flat, so it went together perfectly. We're gonna put our clamps on, line our molds up. I like to be in but on the corners, and I like to offset my things. They tends to balance itself out when you do that. So
Hey there.
I'm making a video. I'm gonna take my wildly inaccurate IR gun. That's my daughter back there in the door. She's video chatting with her friend. Wildly inaccurate IR gun. And get a reading. Hi. How you guys doing? Jeez, you really just did. You're gonna break my door. Walk right into the door. Man, I love my kids. They're awesome. Alright, I thought I had it on. I did not. So now we are, that's still, I mean, it's like it's about 3:30. Still a little shy of what I want to do. I like to be at least 350 when I'm trying to bond a tail. When I'm doing open pours, it might be as high as like 360, something like that. Give her a tenner. I gotta do more heats. Like, I gotta, more short heats to get to where I need to be, but I'd rather do that than overshoot it and be like 390 to 410, which I have done before, and it still shoots, but if it's a light color, it's not going to be happy with you. So the IR gun gives you a surface temperature, so if you tilt your cup and get down into the plastisol, you'll get a better reading. Yes, the best way to do it is with one of these, but they take a minute to me, so it's like, oh gosh, that sounded funny. Every second that it's going up to read the temperature is a second I'm losing heat from my plastisol. There we go, 366. And then it dropped instantly when I hit the bottom to like 350. Now it's down to 320. Probably about 340, something like that. So we'll go all the way down to the bottom and oh, you know what? I didn't take the hot on my thumb. Man, that's all right. Covered up. That's the good thing about my UGG gloves is they'll hold the heat in. I didn't take the purple sprue out of this, so we will go ahead and set that down. That's funny. Yep, that's the kind of stuff I do almost every day. We're sitting at, we feel pretty good. Like 330. I like to hold it for a couple more seconds just to make sure that pressure's really pushing that. You don't want to hold it too long though, or you cool down so much that you don't have enough temperature for thermal bonding on your next block if you're doing more than one mold. That's the downside. I should actually, I have a habit of just rolling these off when I'm done, but I need to leave them because when I leave it like that, then I know that there is a puck in there and I don't accidentally do what just happened. Fun stuff. That's what happens, man. It's kind of crap I do every day. Because, you know, it happens. I might be able to get one or two more runs out of those. We've done a couple. Let me grab one. We'll still crack these open and I'll show them to you. But here are the two I did earlier. Here's the spade tail. And that chartreuse had some lime truce blue flake in it, so there are a couple random flakes. And most people probably would have done it backwards. They would have done a pink body and a chartreuse tail. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna yank it off to see how hard I can pull on it, but they seem bonded pretty well to me. Here's a cool one from the other day. It is a weedless curly tail grub. So you've got this little wackadoo thing up here, and you put it on your jig head, and then you pull the soft plastic piece up and put the hook point in there, and it keeps it weedless, I guess, to an extent. Pretty neat though. They're a pretty cool looking thing. I've never seen one before. It was in a stack of molds my good friend is letting me borrow. So my chicken is ready for bed. These seem cool, so we're gonna go ahead and try them out, and then call it a wrap. Nice. Here's the spade tails. Here's the, was that crappie dancer? Yeah, here's the crappie dancers. Pretty cool. I'm not going to hang them up, but yeah, there they are. We're going to... I'll hang them up here in a second after I... My shop chicken sleeps on top of my curing rack. And she is ready for bed, aren't you, sweetie? Mother chickens pick on her, so she gets to stay in here where we have all the fun at. Man, if you guys are gonna be out of the water, be safe and tight lines, and if you're out here in the shop, think safety. I got paint from my mask. Yeah, we did the mask up. My wife painted it. I know this up here is gonna flake off. It already is, but this will stay, and I like it. And it's just us being us. She's super artistic, so I like to get her to do things for me that I cannot do because I am not that artistic when it comes to this stuff. Is one thing, but like pen and pad and paper and paint is not my gig. But yeah, if you're on the water, stay safe, tight lines. If you're in the shop, wear those gloves and rebreathers, fans. Safety first, kids. Be safe. We'll see you later.